How is my loves doing? I am back. I haven't seen all of you in a minute. How is all of my loves doing on all my social media channels? I have missed all of you. This girl has been busy working. I'm back. So I can't. I'm excited to do art. We're going to be doing little O's tonight. Little circles, little O's. I am so grateful and humbled and honored to come back to all of you. Let me pour some sugar on you. Come on and fire you up. Pour some sugar on you. And listen, I understand if you're a little mad at me. Go, Tina, we're mad at you. We'll catch you up in a minute, because you know what, you mad at us, and you didn't come back when you were supposed to, and right, but things happen. And I wanted to say, God rest my cousin's Blair's soul. He passed away today, and so I was very sad about that, but I'm also happy that he is not in pain anymore and suffering. So, to life is to death, right? That's how it is. But at least he is not suffering anymore. So I have got so much. We're gonna be doing little O's. I don't know who's on YouTube with me, but hey, hi, I've got you and two face book. I've got Instagram right here. Okay, so I got all of my loves back with me. I am refreshed, revitalized, and nothing's gonna stop us now. And when this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Hi, Rick. How are you doing? Mr. Positivity is on. Rick Redmond is Mr. Positivity. I love his positive notion every morning on Facebook. We kind of have positivity, everyone. We're living in times where people are just putting each other down, and it's just too much. We need that positivity, right? We have to have that positivity. I know that, on this show, it's been beat up pretty good by negativity, but it's how you rise to the positivity that matters the most. And so, block me, shock me, hate me, love me, come on, whatever. I still rise, right? Because as Maya Angelou once said, I rise. There you go. All right, it's breaking down a little Maya Angelou. All right, so I got this. No, Mr. Tony, the man that I work with, he got me this cute little easel. Should I paint it? That's cute, isn't it? He got me other ones too, but tonight, I'm in love, I like you tonight. Give me everything tonight. Look at this. I have got 45 scratch for tonight, because I haven't been on it in a while. Give me a break. I've got album scratch for the night. I've got some boards, and I mean, we're not using all of these because tomorrow's another day. And heck or high water, we are back in this game of doing the art in the evenings. And I can't promise you during the day because I work, but definitely at 8:30 or a little after, I'll hit the grid. And so that's the best I can promise. But I'm back in it. And hey, if there's one person on these channels, on the social medias, that's one person that cares. That's one person that didn't leave this girl, right? Seriously, they didn't leave her. So I'm going to start out with, what do you think I should start out with? I got these cute little bowls. They were actually expensive. They were $2 each at the Reuse It place, but I thought these were really neat to sit the cups down in and put the paint in for the art. So we're going to get this started. And guess what? This Ashmere, I do not have my nails. I kept losing them at vending today. Let me tell you about vending really quick today. I vend my skin, hair, and cosmetics. which I will be telling you all about that, and making little videos and stuff about that. But I was just losing nails today, and so I just took them off, and I'd give my fingers a rest for later on when I put them on tomorrow. But look at this. We're going to be filling this up. This is a paint. What paint? Because we got our signature. Everyone, you know we got our signature white, which we're going to be doing the O's. I have no idea. We're going to break it down tonight. The girl hasn't, you know, you might see mega blunders on the show tonight because I haven't done art in a while. So I'm scared. We might have mega blunders, and y'all are just nosy. Everybody wants me to fail. So you know what? I might with this tonight because I haven't, my fingers. We got our black. Ooh, we got our signature. Hold on a second. We've got, our signature gray. I just mixed that up and put it into one of these things. Actually, it was my soup container, but I figured I'd just put the gray in there. And we've got our signature red, everyone, that we love so much to use the red. It's intriguing, it's bold, and we love our signature red, don't we? So tonight, let's get started. I don't even know what I'm going to get started on tonight. I've got to actually do another van video because the van is the Hobo Chic Heckler van on wheels, the Hobo Chic Traveler. You should see the van. It is looking so cool inside. And I will have to do a video inside. This is the state of Pennsylvania now. They changed laws, so you don't see me driving while in the car, because if a cop stops you or somebody sees you, God forbid if somebody would see me driving and I'm on a video, they probably call the cops. So you can get in trouble. So I don't do that anymore. That's why you don't see me driving and talking, which I love. But hey, it's all good. It's not recommended, everybody. So I'm going to do, do you think I should do, come on now, album tonight? Or do you think I should just get started with a board? Not a 45. I mean, I need some space. I need some space to work it. Can I work it? I put my thing down to the reverse it. Hey, come on. I need some stank up on here. Come on, YouTube. Come in the house. Come on. Hit that freaking subscribe. Come on, YouTube. You're so damn cool. Hit that like. And I'm going to take it to the next level tonight, right? So what am I going to do? Am I going to do an album? Am I going to do a board? We're going to take this to the next level. I mean, I'm just going to take it on. Let me just ease up this board. And let me do a little ashmere. Like, get it started, right? Let me put my intuitive notion in it. Because when I do that, we see all kind of stuff, right? I mean, we really do. When I put my intuition up into it, I mean, we just really, really see stuff. So I'm just going to slide down. I don't even know what kind of, I've got new donated, I've been getting so much paint donated to the show. Brushes. I love donated brushes because guess what? It is normally the aura of the artist that had them before, and I love that. So here is some brushes that were donated. These are new ones, I think, that were donated. Mr. Tony, I'm his caregiver. He got this stuff for me. He donated this stuff to the show, and these are new. These are brushes. I washed them, but look, I don't know where he got them from. He could have got them from It's Crafter's Choice. He got these. I have no idea where, but these were donated brushes, and it didn't look like they were worn too hard. So hey, we got that donated. We've got other brushes donated. We've got this bag of paints donated from Mr. Tony. So let's see what's in the bag of donated paint. I did kind of go through the bag and throw out the ones that only had a little bit in, but I'll tell you what, there's some pretty cool colors in here that we might, really try out. You see that real pretty color? There's a boatload of stuff in here that, we could just very well try out. All of these paints, there's so many colors, so many cool colors. I mean, I don't even know where to start. because tonight is so young. So I'm going to get our trusted bowl that I paid $2 from and I'm gonna just kind of, let me see if I can open these, but and see what's going. Oh, that's new. I wasn't expecting that, everyone. That is a new one. Okay, and I was wondering. Okay, so let's try to pop this, and wow, that's actually a new tube, which I did not realize it was a new tube. So we're gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze maybe a variety of colors into these bowls, and see if we can come up with something so cool, psychedelic. I mean, we haven't had psychedelic movement around here on this show, and I think just squeezing some of this paint and just seeing what we get out of it is going to be off the chain. It's going to be cool. So I'm going to put a line of paint here. So we got these lines, and we're going to see what we do with these O's. I don't even know. I mean, brace yourself, because I'll probably do all kind of blunders. I was going to pre-do a board of art, but you know what? Hey, to get me warmed up, but I thought, no, I'll just do everything right in front of all of you. And that way, if I blunder and mess up, it's right in front of all of you. And then you can laugh at me, right? You can go ahead, laugh. So I'm going to put a line of blue. See that? It doesn't look like much on camera. As a matter of fact, it isn't much, but it'll work. We'll refreshen it up if we need it. The night is still young. So are you, so are me. Look, so we're going to squeeze some yellow in here. And I'm just doing a line, like, a toothpaste line. And let's see what we can come up with. We could probably come up with something really cool. I do have art that is there that from the last time. A lot of you probably don't even remember what it was. So let's just start out fresh from today. And then I'll take you on a little art tour tomorrow, because it's just... Then let's do this real cool chocolate brown. This looks like chocolate, everyone. This is a yummy chocolate here, right? That is, this would look good with white paint and then do something on here. But, this is really nice and chocolatey. Wow, I'm going to get that color. That is yummy. That is so yummy. Okay, so let me just put some red in here. Something's telling me to put this paint in here. Let's see. Let's put a line on here. Let's get a line on it. Okay, so I put the line on that. So right now we got like I don't know. We got lines of all kind of stuff in here. So let's see what it comes up. Thank you, Mr. Tony. Donated these, the brushes, and let's get this party started. Now, look, you're going to probably wonder, Tina, do we have enough paint? Absolutely. We've got plenty of paint. What we're going to do now is we're going to start out with, what brush should we use? You know what I mean? To do, I don't know what brush to use to do the black hole. I'm trying to think what brush is going to be good for that. Which brush should we use for the black hole? Because we haven't done this in so long. Do we pull out... Where's Big Bertha at? Where's Big Bertha? Is this Big Bertha? Oh no, there's Big Bertha, everybody. Look, we got Big Bertha's in the house. Does anybody remember Big Bertha? Okay, so we're going to Big Bertha. We got our black. I'm dipping it in, and let's get this party started. I mean, let's just see what's going on here. So I'm going to take and just do this. And, however my intuition says to do it, whether it's up and down, all around, we're just going to take it and do it, right? Because it's, it's going all around. And then it wants to go up and down. But you never know what's going to come up, because we got all that paint. So I'm just going to do this real insane, like, circular motion. Hi, Angie. Thank you, Rick and Angie, for watching. Love yous. And then I'm just going to do this. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. I love you so much. I miss you so much. I hope you miss me. I miss doing my art. And I just cannot stop loving on all of you. I mean, And so it really bothered me that I just was so beat tired that I couldn't come on. Now, I made this kind of a little sweat. don't make it ultra wet, everyone, because you want to be able to maneuver. Now I'm going to do the Johnny Depp Pop and Lock in the center. Remember the Johnny Depp Pop and Lock? So I'm just going to do that to get texture on the album. Does anybody see that texture in the center right there? You see that? Where I put that texture from that Pop and Lock right here? So that texture is going to be important. And I'm just going to run it up through and just jam it all around like in the circular motion. And we're going to see what comes up with this, okay? So now I'm going to just drop this down, and then I am going to take this. Where should I center this gazunga? I'm going to center this cup right here. Now, I got this cup. I thought they were cute. And I'm going to use the donated brushes. And they are the best, because just like I said, they have the other artist vibe on there, right? So, okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip it in here. And I'm just going to start out doing these little circular O's. And I hope this does not dry until we connect all of this. Listen, this could be a big blunder tonight. Please forgive me. I have not done art in a while. So this, you might see me flub up so bad that I'm scared. I got the blood of Jesus in me, but I'm scared because, I don't want to mess up in front of all of you. But look at this. So we're going to take, and you see these O's that I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm just doing is I'm mixing the paints. The paints are here. You can see each color. I'll hold it up. You can actually see each color. And I'm just going to take these little O's. But then I'm going to take the other brush. Now I'm going to go around this dish with this big, a circular movement. I'm going to go around. I'm going to pick up some paint so you can actually see it. And you see this? And I'm going to drive it like this. And as I'm going around, I'm just going to drive it and see what comes up out of this. I'm not promising you a rose garden because I'm going to tell you something right now. I am rusty. I don't know. I don't know what's going to come up out of it. So I'm going to go down through these lines, and I'm just going to keep going around. And I'm just going to actually take my brush and wand it around and just do these big, I don't even know if you're going to even be able to see this. I don't know why, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. So we're just going to do these big O's around it. I never promised you a rose garden. Okay, so we're going to go like this. And I'm going to just keep going around. And let's see what kind of pattern we're going to get out of it. Will we get some kind of whirl, some kind of tunnel, something that's coming up out of the sky? And right. Let's see what's going to happen on here. And I don't even want to tap it. It's just, I just want to whirl it around and connect it and stuff. I don't really. So let me take this and remove it real quick so that we can actually see. And then here's the paint. You can see how the paint kind of is still there in all colors, right? Okay, so let's look at this really quickly before I proceed to put white or add some other color. Let's see what we got. Now, I'm not promising you anything, but this kind of looks like something from space, right? Wow, Tina, look at that. That looks kind of like something from space. Okay, so let's see. Let's lay it down, and I'm going to go in with one of these ladies' brushes. Okay, I need a brush that's going to sing. It's going to sing. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I got to feel the vibration on one of these brushes. I think I'm going to go in with, I got the brushes everywhere. I'm going to come in with this, something hard, something insane. You can tell it's been a while that I have not done this. Okay, I'm going to come in with this brush. I'm sorry, everyone. It's been a while. And I'm going to actually, I'm going to flail in. I'm going to put another cup down here. And I'm just going to take this white and kind of just blot this around this to make this cosmic splash. Right? This looks really, 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 really cool in person. I don't know how this is picking up on camera, but look at this. This is looking, and it's drying quick. Look at that. Wow, it's looking cosmic, right? How does everybody like that? Does it look cosmic? I think it looks quite cosmic myself. I love it. Is anybody on with me? Look at that. I think that's like a cosmic crush or something, you know? It's really, really, but guess what? We can almost see a face. Like, look, here's a nose. Like, you know, we can almost pick out a face. Look, here's like a nose, but it's in this like cosmic frenzy, right? Look at that. That is freaking cool. But then we almost see kind of like an alien back in here, which is kind of scary. I don't even know. Look at that. We can almost see something coming out of the back of that. But how cool is that? Just out of those colors. I think we're hitting it out of the park on this first one, right? Okay, Tina. All right, Tina. Warm it up, Tina. I'm about to warm it up, Tina. That's what I'm gonna do. Look at this. That is so cool. So we'll call this like cosmic dust or something. Cosmic, I don't even know. What do we call it, everyone? We got something cool going on here. So I'll put my my marking back here so we know to look at it this way because it looks so cool. And when you're starting out learning how to paint or doing paint, everyone, one thing I noticed that makes you the most best artist ever is when you take a cup. It could be anything and just sit it down, okay? But one thing I love doing is you got to do the black hole. And then you put that other color coming right out of it. I call it the confusion color. Then you bring the confusion color up out of that black hole. I'm just talking in like space term. Okay, so now I'm going to take Big Bertha. All right, we're going to go back in with Big Bertha. I got her nice and wet here, so we're going to go back in with Big Bertha. Now, we are working with the board, and guess what? My intuition's going up and down on this one, and then I guess it'll go in circular motions as we do the art, and we're going to splash this out, and we're going to use those same colors. I'll probably add a little bit more coloring on it. I'm going to do this up and down and save some white on the board. I think this is going to look really, really, really cool. Let's see what comes out of it. And just like I said, I'm rusty, but guess what? I'm so excited that the rusty factor did not hurt it. Now, I'm going to do the Johnny Depp pop and lock. I'm going to put some roughage on here because when I do, and I didn't even put my intuition down in this, but when I tap this, you will see that I'm getting some, you know, some texture in it, okay? So I'm going to lay that down here, and I'll show you the texture. Can you see the texture that I roughed up? Okay, so there you go. When you see that roughed up texture, then you know. All right, now I'm going to sit this cup. I'm going to sit this right here. And I'm going to show you, we still have color in here. I'll probably have to squeeze a little bit more. But, so where's the colors? Let me squeeze. I'm going to actually go in and squeeze some of the colors that were donated from my neighbor. Just like I said, we've been getting stuff donated, like paints, brushes. Really, really awesome. I've been just so grateful. So we have an abundance, right? You have an abundance. Okay. So I'm going to drop a couple of different colors in here. And there you go. I'm just not in any particular order. I'm just going to just drop a few in here because we're going to need a good amount, okay? So now here we go. Where's the yellow? Let me grab some yellow. And I can't wait to see how this looks. So I'm going to squeeze some of this yellow in. And I'm going to show you what I have in the bowl right here. I'm going to show you that, okay? So I'm going to sit it down here. And now what I'm going to do is, you see this, these colors are on here. Okay, now we're going to do these O's, but I'm just going to O it around here. And I'm just going to drive it just like this and see if we can get like kind of retro, cosmic, rhythmic. Who knows what we're going to get out of this, right? And I don't know, and I haven't done art in so long that I'm rusty as all get out. But I'm going to bang it up on here, and then I'm just going to twist this and find out where this is going to go. And then I'm going to take and do a couple little O's, because we are doing the little O's. And then I'm going to just drive that right up through those little O's. I don't know how this is going to look, everybody. I can't promise you, Rose Garden. And then I'll take another brush and then just, you know, do the driving around. I hope we can see this. I hope you can see this on camera. So I'm going to take big strokes around, right? Just like I said, I have no idea how this is going to look. I really don't know. I'll be honest with you. And I'm just going to, do you hear that? And I'm just going to drive it around like that. And I don't know what we're going to come up with. To be honest with you, once I take this off, I really don't know. Let's just drive this around and see. This could be a mess, but hey, we're going to make art out of this no matter what this looks like, everyone. So I'm going to take this off. I have no idea how this is going to look. We're going to add, we're going to delete. Hell, we can do the whole thing all over again. We're going to do something with this. I don't know what we're going to do. Let's look at it in different formats, everyone. Let's just look at this and like different lighting. It looks pretty wild and radical that way, right? It's almost like an alien or some kind of beast with a mouth and there's the teeth. This looks kind of radical. It looks rad, right? So I'm going to play on that. I'm going to lay it. I'm going to actually mark this because I like it right like that. And I'm just going to, I don't even know what I'm going to do. Because I think I'm just going to take, and I am going to tap into, I hope I don't mess it up. I hope I don't mess it up. And so I'm just letting my intuition do something. And just like I said, I hope I don't mess it up. I just pray I don't mess it up because I think it looks cool just how it is. Let me see. I just did a little something in the center. How does it look? It looks like a face, like this kind of bionic face. Look, here's the chin. Can anyone see that? Like, here's the robotic eye. Here's the chin. I mean, use your imagination on this. That is freaking wild, isn't it? I mean, that is beyond wild. We're hitting gears here. We got a freaking alien face. We got a weird eye, a chin. Who knows? That is just beyond insanity level. And I like how the board, you know, I left the board, the white board exposed, right? And it just gives it that edge of art. I don't know. You just got to use your imagination, everyone. I don't know if you like this or not. I just think this is edged out cool. This is really, really wild. And I love it. And I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen when I hit the grip tonight. I really didn't know what was going to come about. So this is the second piece that really, really, really is hitting grip. Awesome. Anyway, really awesome. Now, I'm going to put this down and dry this, and we're going to go on to maybe a little 45. I'm not promising a rose garden with 45 because, you know, it's a little piece of art. Usually I can hit the grip on a 45, but tonight, you never know. You just don't know how it's going to turn out with the 45 tonight. But, so I got some 45s, and I'm going to be designing and making all different kind of things. I'm going to be getting some, you know, some fixings and fixturing stuff, and I'm going to be making some cool things for, with the 45s, the albums, give me time. So we're going to take this little 45, and we're going to turn this into something. Hi, Ronald. How are you, Rick? How's everybody doing? We're going to take this little 45 and we're going to hit the grip. So I'm going to use the same method. I'm going to take the black, and I'm just going to go around it, or whichever way, but however, my intuition wants to hit this grip. And just like I said, this is tiny workspace here, so we only got X amount of room, and I'm pretty, I think, still rusty. I'm going to use this leftover paint here, because look, we got a good amount to still even do. So we got these brushes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of sit this right here off to the side. I'm going to double brush it. That's that. We're going to double brush it, and I'm going to take it around and do that like motion around it, and then bring it up through. Never know. I mean, just like I said, I'm going to do these O's on here. I'm not promising you a rose garden. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm just doing little O's. Now I'm going to remove it and see what we can go from there, okay? So I removed this, and now it gives me an idea of what we're going to work with. And see what we're going to come up with here. We're going to do something different on here. We're going to really, I don't know what to do on here, but I tell you what, we're going to funk it up, right? It's like retro. This is retro night, everyone. It's, a retro love song night. So I'm going to take this beautiful little brush, right here, and I'm just going to dip it into my my white paint, and I'm just going to drive it down and push. Drive it down and push. Twist and push. Drive it down, twist and push. And see, it's like a tidal wave. When you drive it down, twist, and push, it's like a tidal wave, right? So let's see the tidal wave, and let's see what it looks like since I drived it down and twisted and pushed. Oh my God, it almost looks like a face. That is crazy. That is freaking weird, everybody. I wasn't expecting this to come up out of that. That is honestly crazy. This is every bit of retro. I did not know that face was going to come up out of there. No joke, everyone. I'm serious. I did not know that. That face just came right up out of there. And all I did was drive it down, twist, and push up. It's unbelievable. I surprise myself sometimes, because I really do. I surprise myself every day I do art, because I never knew I was an artist. Still don't know I'm an artist. I never knew. I had it in me. This is crazy. Just, hi, Chris. I'm a wave. I never knew it. I never knew I was an artist, everybody. Ask anybody, look at this. So we're doing all this retro stuff tonight. It looks so cool. This 45 is like, look, it's on its own. So I'm going to sit this down. I'm going to put this on another 45 just to dry it. And, it's going to dry. And actually, tomorrow is a new day. Please come back and make sure that you see what's dried and how it looks dried, right? So now I'm going to take another album, because I haven't been on in a while. So we did one album, one board, and 145. And guess what? We are going to the next level, and I'm going to do another album. Now I'm going to, thank you, Chris. I'm going to put my intuition up in this, because when I do, we see some crazy stuff on this. I don't even know, everybody. I'm not an artist. I can be honest with you. I admire artists. I'm just playing in paint. How about that? I'm a beauty babe, just playing in paint. But I'm going to put my intuition up in this. And I'm going to drop it down. Now, I'm going to use, something is telling me to use black and the gray, and I don't even know. Listen, whatever hits the grip is going to be all right with me. So I'm still going to use these colors right here. I'm going to marinate them in with the black and the gray. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to use the black. Always, go with the black first, or the white, or a base color. I just call it the black hole. I love going with black because you can get the best faces and everything out of it when you use another color coming up out of it. So I just love using black. I've tried other colors and the faces just aren't the same as using black as the base. So that's just my opinion. But so now I'm just gonna take it around. And now I'm gonna, okay, everybody, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here because something's telling me just to stick that right there. Now, as that is there, something's telling me to drive in with Big Bertha. I'm going to do these strokes and I'm going to drive in, and I'm not promising you a rose garden, but I'm going to drive in some big, bold, and just like I said, I'm not expecting anything. Okay, I'm not expecting nothing. Now I'm going to take my colors, which are actually, I'm pissed because they're like drying. They're drying as I'm trying to do the art. And I can't stand that because they're getting so thick. And I'm just going to go around it, like splash it around it. I hope you can see this, because I'm got to get these colors in here. And I'm just going to splash it like a cosmic splash. And I tell you the truth, I'm not promising you anything on this, because, okay, I'm going to lift this up. I have no idea what we're going to see on here. Let me just kind of tinker a little bit. We've got various colors, but some you can see better than others. I'm just going to put a little bit more red because that way you can actually see what's going on. And tighten this circle up. We're going to tighten this circle up here. Just like I said, I have no idea. I'm not done yet. Let's see what's going on. It probably isn't anything real big or anything. It looks like a face. To be honest with you, it looks like a face. Right? I have no idea. Let's see. So out of this face, what I'm going to do is, this looks like the nose. I got something good for this. Let's see. I'm going to lay it down. Well, let me mark it first so I know, where the face lies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and now I have like a guide or something. And I'm going to take some blue. And I'm just going to like jam it right in here. And I'm going to really I got to look at this again, because then I can play on what I got. See that? I'm going to play on what I got, okay? So here I see a nose similar, right? So I'm going to really just get, because, art is all in the eye of the beholder. So in this nose part, I'm going to take, and I'm going to just funk this up. And then in the center, I'm going to jam around and come out and come up through. And really just jazz this piece of art up, knowing that that is like the piece where it looks kind of like, okay, I'm going to stop it there. Stop it there. So I just added a little funk to this. I took that up through the nose. And I added something just to, I don't even know, maybe make a tiny ear, who knows. I funked this piece out. This is wild, everyone. This almost looks like another creature. But I just took and added some blue and funked it up. Let's turn this. I marked this to where I know the face is at, but let's just turn this just to see if we get any other kind of, any kind of faces as we're turning this. It looks like the world. Look at this. This is crazy. It looks creepy that way. It looks like something from in space, right? For real, look at that. I mean, my art is endless because it grasps you, it takes you. But not only that, you can turn it every day and get a new piece of art. And these pieces will be up on my online store. I'm going to start a new online store. So please stay tuned tomorrow and I'll let you know. And each day the pieces go up. Now look at this. So we're seeing something different as we're turning, everyone. And I'm going to turn it slow because this is like, look at that. I paint so fast. I've already done 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of art in a matter of 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sherry. So look at this. Let me turn it. And as I'm turning it, you just see just something different. I mean, this is craziness. Then we go back to the face, right? It's almost like a nose, but only it's wild. That is really, I mean, tonight is like, I'm so glad all of you are hanging on with me because it's like slamming tonight. So for the last piece of the night until tomorrow, I'm going to do a board because I haven't done art in a while and I don't want to disappoint any of you. So we're going to do one more piece of art for tonight, and don't forget, please, to come back at 8:30 tomorrow. So we're going to take a board, and we're just going to, we're going to take a board, and you know what? I'm going to ease it down, and ease it up and ease it down, because guess what? Now this here, I'm going to put my phone cup into this. I'm going to use the remainder of the paint on here. And I am just going to, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to just get my intuition up in here real good. Now, I'm going to take Big Bertha, as all of you know this is Big Bertha. And this is, don't forget YouTube to hit the subscribe and the like. Thank you. Now, I'm going to do like some whirls, and then I'm going to go up and down. Some whirls. And we're going to funk this up. I don't know how this is going to look. I'll tell you the God's truth, I don't know. Because I'm going to let some of this board expose, right? I'm going to let some of this expose. Because when you let it expose, so we're going to let some of this expose. Oops, my finger got messed up in that, so. And then I'm going to take the cup, and I'm going to sit it right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some white, and I'm just going to do whoops. I'm not promising to see anything. I'm not promising you nothing. So I don't know what that made. I have no idea. Didn't check it. I don't know if you're checking it. I didn't check it. It could be anything. So I'm not going to look at it. And I'm just going to go around. And kind of roll this out. I just, like I said, I don't even know. This could be, well, I could be painting over a face or anything at this point in time. I have no idea. I'm just kind of nervous. Maybe we should look. Let's stop and look, right, for a minute. So I can get an idea of what we're working with here. And now, I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing this. We got a boatload of paint in the center here. So I'm just going to tap that big puddle out. But I mean, it almost looks like a face somewhere. Let me just turn this. Let me see what we're doing here. I have no idea what this is. I'm going to add some funk up into this. I don't even know what we're doing. But I like it like this for some reason. But I think it needs funked up. It really needs funked up, because we can look at it this way and it don't look like nothing. I mean, it ain't even nothing to me. This is just, I don't even know. But it does look like two people are walking in here, right? So there is something to this piece. And then we look at it like that, and it's nothing. So I see like a shadowy, it's almost like two shadows in here. This is what intrigues me, is we see two like shadows. That is so unbelievably bizarre. I don't even know. That's kind of weird, everyone. That's freaking me out. Because it's like, and then look, we see a face over here. Does anybody see the face? Let me get this pointer and we'll check this out before we do any wrecking balling with this. So we see two figurey shadows. Then over here we see a face. If you can see it. I don't know if you can see this face over here. What do you think? This is like cosmic outer space stuff, everyone. I'm not joking you. This is like weird stuff. Because we're seeing these shadowy figures standing back, but then we see these faces. I don't even know if the face disappeared. I don't know what to do with this. Should we funk it up? Or should we just hold it back and go, wow, it's unique? Right? Thank you, Chris. I don't know. Because it's like cosmic. Because I love how I see those shadowy figures. But then it's so cosmic. This is riveting. If you have like an artist's eye, you will see that this is wild looking. It's really bizarre because we see this face looking over at these two. We see this face kind of looking at these two shadows, right? This is cool. We can't do no more with this because it's so bizarre, right? And we love the bizarre art around here. Wow, what a way to end a night in art, right? With the most bizarrest piece that I think I've ever done. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly, I'm holding it back, but look at that. It's bizarre. It is really, really bizarre. And I love it. I love the bizarre factor of this. You know, it really takes your mind to the imagination of space or aliens, anything. I mean, look at this. It's insanity level. I can't even touch this, right? So everybody, with that being said, I mean, I'm just on this euphoric ride. So I have a little tiny bit of paint. I'm just going to scrape that over a 45 and see what comes up. But listen, I think this is cool. I don't think we got to touch this. This is a masterpiece all of its own. Right. This is cool. Look through the beauty of it. Like, and it's kind of scary, but it's deep. But it's in space, but you don't know where it's at. But then you see those shadowy figures going, but then you see this looking over there. Whoa, that's deep. That is probably the deepest one tonight. I hit the grip tonight. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could do that tonight. I haven't tapped a piece of art in a while. So it was like, I was nervous. I didn't know if I could do it or not. I didn't know what was going to happen. I did not know what was going to happen. So everybody, with the night ending, I'm going to end it on a little 45, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. You don't want to miss a thing. And I promise you, Lord willing, you know, I'll be back at the grip tomorrow, okay? So stay tuned. You don't want to miss a thing. 8:30 tonight. Let's take this to the next level. And the girl is back with her art, okay? So if you would like to art along with me, okay? If you like to art along with me, don't forget to go to Dollar Tree, get some different art supplies. They're only like $1.25, and let's get this party started, okay? So now there is some gray and black on here. So we got this. And so I'm going to take, and we got this cup with all the rest of that on there. I don't know. I'm not even adding anymore. And I'm just going to like blitz this out. And I'm just going to tap it down through like this. And do this kind of tap. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be. I'll tell you the God's truth. You know how the end of the night, I mean, you just don't know. I'm going to take this around. And I'm going to let it sit there, and I don't see it, not that I see anything. And I'm just going to like tap this down through. I don't really see anything. I have no idea. So let's see how this looks. If we don't see something, I'm going to use this flail brush because we may not see. I don't think I see anything, but you know, really, let's see if we're looking for something. And so I'm going to take this flail brush and flail this down through and see if we see anything on here. This is a cosmic night, man. You don't know what we're seeing. Looks like an eye. I have no idea. That's just wild. But we're going to take something and we're just going to run with this night. Because this is different, but hey, I don't know if this isn't up to our standards here, everybody. We got better standards than this one, right? Where's the paint? We got better standards. We got higher standards than this. We don't even know what we're doing, but we're going to take this around, and we're going to take it around, flail it around into there. And let's see how this comes up. We're going to do something with that. I don't even know if you could see that, but it is actually a design on there, but I don't even know if you can actually see it. It's actually there, but I don't think you can actually see it, everybody. I don't think you really can. I can see it, but you guys can't. But I have no idea why you can't see that. See? You can actually see the design. You see that? I don't know. It's almost like there's a head right here, and then this could be steps, but this is going down into molten lava. Look at that. See that? See that head here? But it's just going down into this molten lava, everybody. That's crazy, isn't it? That is wild. That is, I don't know what I'm doing. Look at this. It looks like that's just a head, but it's just going down into that. That's weird. We got some bizarre stuff tonight, don't we? We got some really bizarre art tonight. And I think this is really bizarre. I don't know what's happening with this one. But I tell you, this one's pretty bizarre. It's really, really bizarre. Some of them are so bizarre they scare me. It's really crazy. But with that being said tonight, everybody, I would do the rundown with all this art, but it's in the middle of drying because the fan is just sucking it up and drying it really quick, so it's looking dull. But tomorrow is a whole new situation. And if you want to art along with me, please don't forget to go to Dollar Tree and pick you up some of these brushes. Remember, I told you this before, everyone. These brushes came from Dollar Tree. They make the best art. A bundle of these came from Michael's craft store for only like $12. And, you know, if somebody can donate you brushes, that's even better. So tomorrow we're going to really work this. You know, there's tap tools at Dollar Tree. This is where I started out using the tap tools. We're going to get back into tapping art also. And what I do is with the tap tools, you can get those at Dollar Tree as well. But what you do is you take a pair of scissors and you just slice like an X or something in it, or just slice it up. That way it gets in the groove, and then it gets you different kind of textures and patterns. So don't do it with everyone because you want to see faces, but I just rough it up. See how this one here is pretty much roughed up, and you want that because you don't just want it smooth. You want some character to it, so when you're tapping, it gets all different kind of lines and unique things, and then that's what makes the faces, right? So with that being said, everybody, have a blessed night, and this girl, Lord willing, will see you when she sees you, which is tomorrow. I'm in love like you tomorrow. Give me everything tomorrow. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. See you tomorrow, everybody, at 8:30. You don't want to tap a thing. Good night.